Yo, oh yeah, it's been a while since I last recorded a video, huh? Okay. All right, so have you seen those videos, right? Okay. I don't think I've ever talked about this with anyone or heard about it, but um it's this phenomenon I'm seeing, well, occasionally, because I don't really watch the content that would encourage this, I guess. But it's these videos where these videos I'm talking about are students being interviewed. It's those interview questions where they just interview students and make them give them a quiz on. It's usually the subject they're studying. It's like university level students. So whatever year they are in, but yeah, it's usually them. Yeah, and I always see them on short form content. Yeah. I mean, I'm guessing there's definitely long form videos of them. But yeah, if you see any of that, do you when you go into the comments, do you see basically people talking about, it's like that. I don't know how to describe it. It's like they're trying to well, in a sense, they're just kind of bragging about how good they are, because it's like these comments like, "Oh, I'm this age, usually a young age," and then, "Oh, I'm this age and I know this," and then someone in the video will get will get a question wrong, um, and then someone in the comments will be like, "Oh yeah, I'm this age and I got it right. Oh my days, and give me my degree," or something like that. No, I don't think it's as bad as I don't think it's anything like that. Maybe I haven't. Don't think I've seen "Give me my degree." Where's my degree? But I've definitely just seen, yeah, I'm this age, or I'm in this grade level, which is usually lower than the students in question in the video, and they're like, oh yeah, but I know this, I'm just better, or something like that. Right? It's like the I know one that I commonly notice is they're talking about, oh yeah, it's so much harder in my country, or something like that. The education system in my country is harder. Usually, the ones I've seen, the education system mentioned, the countries mentioned are India, and I think India is the only one actually. I forgot. I'm gonna try and look up what. Oh yeah, hold up. Yeah, the amount of times I've seen the JEE Advanced exam mentioned, bro. It's an examination in India. The amount of times I've seen that mentioned, bro. Oh my days. But yeah, they'll be like, oh yeah, in our education system, oh, this is like basic stuff. Oh, we learned this so early. Those ones, okay, those ones are common. Those ones are common. But yeah, I guess I was thinking of a name for these type of people. I think, and the one I came to was performative learners. But yeah, let me know if you've actually seen that in real life though, because I doubt it's that. I mean, it's definitely common amongst younger people. I think definitely as you're younger, you're more likely to do it. And at least that's what I've observed. I can't remember any instances of me actually seeing it for myself though. But yeah, basically they use whatever knowledge they have. So let's say they're watching a quiz on I don't know, biology or something. Like the questions are usually like not ridiculously hard. They're like slightly on the easier end, but as in common questions that they're probably gonna know, the students in the video. But yeah, they use the fact that they know that. So like the student gets wrong, they use their knowledge and the fact that they know the right answer, and it's like they just get an elevated sense of themselves. They just think they're above, above the students, or definitely above the students in some examples. But yeah, it's the main thing is it's like they're performing. It's like they're saying, "Oh yes, look at my ability, or look at my talent, and look at my knowledge," or something like. That's kind of what it feels like. But like they're trying to make themselves look intellectually superior, and yeah. There was an example I saw. I saw this months ago, but yeah, I do remember it quite vividly because or I remember it making my mood worse, drop my mood. I had to get off it, and that's kind of why I don't even dabble in that content anymore. But yeah, um, It was a video. It was probably a med student, but it was a student. They were asked 5 questions. I remember 5 questions. I say med student probably because I think the questions were related to biology. Yeah, questions are quite fundamental, as I said before. They're usually on the easier side. Um, Not too easy, but definitely on the slightly the easier side. But yeah, I remember the student in the video. She got a few of them wrong. I think she got like 3 out of 5 correct. But yeah, there was I don't remember any of the comments, but one. Well, vaguely. I remember this one comment that was like, I don't even remember where if they mentioned their grade level or their age, but they said, "Oh, I know whatever the student got wrong, it was, whichever of the two questions they got wrong. I know the right answer. I know that." And then, oh, bro, and then this commenter really said, I get, they mentioned their country as well. They mentioned their country as well, and then they said, "Guess the education system over here is better." Like, oh, excuse me? All right, okay. So they really think, all right. I hope they don't generally believe that because this one student, I think it was an American student, they got the one question wrong, all right, and now making wild claims like that, education system's better. Okay, very, 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 very tiny amount of data to back that up here, but that's one hell of a claim to make. But yeah, there was a reply that was talking about. Thankfully, there was a good reply to this comment that said how as you go higher level in education, you tend to forget some of the basics. Uh, Mainly because, well, I don't think they mentioned this, but it's mainly because you don't actively use them. And they were all really polite about it. It was like they were talking to a damn child. And honestly, wouldn't be surprised if it was a younger person making that comment in the first place. But yeah, when you go to like higher education, you're most likely gonna forget those kind of basics, and especially right, like some of these quizzes definitely have some like more of the niche things, like very specific knowledge that they test you on, and also not only that, well, I don't know, I forgot what I was gonna say, but yeah, but they use the fact that they know that the performative learner, they use the fact that they know that specific thing, and the person in the video doesn't. To I guess, I mean, they might even be just be doing it to feel better about themselves, but they use that as like their selling point. Like they're just making a direct comparison about this like really minuscule thing, like this small gap in their knowledge and that they don't have, and yeah, they're just making comparisons like that. Definitely way too big of a jump to to be making comparisons about that. It's like they're just reducing the students to how much like knowledge they know, as in their ability. And that's basically what they're judging. They're just judging them based on what knowledge they have. Um, They're judging their ability, sorry, they're judging their ability based on what knowledge they have, no matter how niche or specific the knowledge is. Now they're being tested on. But yeah, I guess briefly mentioned before, but this is kind of the issue where online, this is why I wanted anyone to comment if this happens in real life that they've noticed. Online, it's so hard to tell. I mean, I think the comments I read in that video, it was kind of, I guess it was more obvious that they were not being sarcastic, but it's usually hard to tell whether they're being sarcastic or they're actually being genuine, like they really think that they're him, or they're her, they're just that they're just that person, that student. um Unless the sarcasm's obvious. Sometimes the sarcasm's very obvious, but yeah, in real life, it's easier to tell because you can like judge their tone of voice, their facial expressions, and their actions. So you don't have that information online. It's just a stranger. Yeah, whoever that profile picture is, I don't know it might not even be them on the profile picture. It could be just probably just something random. Like wow, you don't know who the hell it is, and they're just saying that. I mean, there's not enough information to tell whether it's genuine or not. I mean, you can make a really good guess, but that's about it. And yeah, that's definitely part of the reason why I just kind of stopped engaging with that content because I don't really want to waste time thinking about whether or not they were genuine about that. Um, but yeah, back to what I was gonna say before that I want to say now is that the content that the students are being tested on is really just rote learning. It just mainly requires rote learning. It's nothing really deep. It's just what's this? What is this called? Do you remember this? What's the name of this? It's just stuff like that. Very in regards to a question, is one markers, right? One markers, very surface level explanation. Well, they're not even explanations. It's just recall, just recall. Yeah. So yeah, if you just looked at it multiple times, like if you were learning it like in school or something, and you were studying it, as rote learning, rote learning is when you learn by repetition. So you look at it again and again, you repeat it, and then you just get faster and faster. But yeah, they mainly just require skills like that. It's not even like your ability to comprehend or something. It's just have you seen this enough? Because I mean, obviously, you're not really gonna. There's really no need to reverse engineer or go deeply into what is this. Like, example, the what is the powerhouse of a cell? I mean, obviously, you don't need to do a whole calculus derivation for that. You just memorize it. It's mitochondria. Um, So yeah, I mean that's literally all you can do. So that's all they're really testing in the videos. And yeah, and you still see comments like that. I mean, I guess it is what I guess it's to be somewhat expected. But yeah, and the comments, I think they just mistake the fact that they know that and the people in the video don't as them being some hidden genius, or maybe not that far, but definitely talented or better than they originally thought they were. Because I guess they just probably had a fixed conception about what someone at this level would know and not know, which is probably flawed. Probably flawed. Uh, yeah, mainly flawed. Probably because they're thinking of the student in terms of their knowledge and not as in how they think or their approach to things. So yeah, definitely flawed. But yeah, they mistake that for just thinking that they are on that level or they've got the or they're capable. I mean, they probably are capable of getting to that level, but they might think they're already at that level. But obviously, higher education, you're going to need a lot more than just repeating stuff, looking at stuff over and over, rote learning to get by. I mean, especially with damn practical. I mean, for my subject, natural sciences, all my days doing practical stuff, even if you knew the theory, which, by the way, you had before all my practicals, I had to do pre-practical stuff, pre-practical work. I think only for material science it was marked the pre-practical work. Oh wait, no, and physics, because they actually made you do like work to bring into the practical to get checked. Or for physics, you had to do that, like answer just a few questions on the practical, and then material science, it was a quiz that you did before you went into the practical, and yeah, they were mandatory. Um, oh, I forgot what the hell I was talking about now in my days. But yeah, oh yeah, now I remember. Yes, okay, yeah. Um, I mean, obviously the pre-practical work in themselves, for chemistry and maths, you just needed to look over what you're gonna do, and that's about it. Just so you're familiar, so you don't have to waste time with the practical wondering, because you have a set time to do the stuff, of course. Um, But yeah, obviously in the practical, you're gonna need to actually apply physical skills like or obviously following the instructions, actually being able to understand the instructions, communicating because you're normally with you're either working with someone or you have the option to work with someone. You can even work with multiple people outside the group as well. So yeah, you're gonna need a lot more skills to get by, and especially in the lab. And even in the theory wise, you're gonna need to think more deeply about the questions because they're kind of testing you how far you can go with a question. That's one thing I've noticed. But yeah, anyways, no, that's over. But yeah, I think what I don't like about these performative learners is that they're basically just a trigger for imposter syndrome. Before I went to Cambridge for first year last year, I think yeah, September, I had to do this 4 week course in September, that basically just introduced me to Cambridge and my subject, and I had to do preparation work for my maths, physics, and chemistry. Oh yeah, it was Oh yeah, okay, I don't properly remember this. I'm not. Actually, maybe I'll check now. Yes, so it's basically just to get you learn a bit about Cambridge, like how it works, subject choices, what subjects to pick, how you spend your time. Okay, yeah, so there's 4 weeks. Week one was about subject choices. Week two was about time. Week three was about supervisions, and week four was about lectures, and practicals. And one of these weeks, I don't know. I'm trying to look for which one it is now. But anyways, yeah. Week no, after week four, there was this little section about imposter syndrome. Yeah, it's called Big Fish, Little Fish, and yeah. Um, Yeah, they had a few. Oh yeah, each week as well had some videos to watch, and yeah, this there was a video on this as well about imposter syndrome, and basically how the students who were already there and the supervisors, professors over there, how they felt when they first came to Cambridge, I think. But yeah, these performative learners, I think they're just making that worse. I mean, they're basically just triggering that syndrome to activate. Oh yeah, I should explain. Imposter syndrome is the feeling of just being intellectually inferior compared to your peers, as if you don't belong. Well, no, it creates the idea that you don't belong because you kind of doubt your own abilities when you compare and your own accomplishments when you compare it to your peers. Because obviously, I mean, it's kind of expected that people at Cambridge are amazing. So yeah, comparing yourself to that, you might think like, oh, you're not that amazing, and how the hell did I get here? So that's kind of how imposter syndrome works. But yeah, it kind of creates a fake standard because it kind of makes you feel like an idiot if you don't know some of the content. I mean, I know it's not like the worst thing in the world, but these comments and these performative learners can make you doubt your ability to go further in education. Because I mean, if you're at the same level as those students in the video who got those questions wrong, and then you just see that in the comments, I mean, you might just feel like you don't belong, you know? I mean, not even just because of the people who you actually work with and work around, but now just the internet. And it's not like it's not obviously not the only only example where there's like a fake standard created on the internet. It's like steroid users on social media creating a fake standard about what a strong body is. I mean, they might just think, oh, I have to have this much muscle to be strong. People might get that idea. Even meanwhile, the people in question could be on steroids, sometimes obviously on steroids, and then yeah, it creates that false standard where they see a smaller body, a natural, so someone not on steroids, and they see a natural, they might think, oh, you're weak as hell, bro. But no, they're just working off of a different standard, which isn't definitely isn't good, messed up. But yeah, this kind of behavior just it really does ruin the fun in education because it's kind of just turned it into a competition for social validity or social dominance, really. Like definitely you might just lose interest in your subject kind of, or you might just lose the fun in it if you just keep engaging with that kind of content because they just start treating it as a competition, like you need to win. You need to know more than others rather than you just learning for the fun of it. and learning because you want to learn and improve and make a career out of it. This probably contributes to. I'm sure this is more common. This is more common. It's like when this was so common in my A-level chemistry classes a few last year and the year before I went to Cambridge. But I remember, well, 2023 to 2025. I remember all my days, the teacher would ask a question, and almost of the time, bro, even though it's like you can feel that people have the right answer as well. It's even worse if you suspect people have the right answer, but they're just not saying it. But yeah, the teacher would ask a question, and it's just crickets. I mean, I mean, if you focused hard enough, you could probably see a small tumbleweed blowing by. I mean, it's probably because of the that might be cause of this performative learner stuff. Because this could be. It might not be the only reason. It might just be lack of self-confidence, probably to some degree. Yeah, probably a multitude of factors. Lack of self-confidence is definitely one. But I mean, yeah, just the idea of just needing to be right in that moment as well. Perform, as in showing off what you know. But I mean, if they lack the self confidence to be sure of that they're correct, I mean, they won't say it. So I guess it's more maybe a self confidence issue. But yeah, absolutely silent, bro. I mean, a lot of the time, most of those times, I remember I just gave an attempt. I mean, I think I was right most of the time. Sometimes I was completely wrong. But yeah, I mean, someone had to say something because obviously the teacher's like, anyone? Come on, guys. I mean, the teacher's gonna get fed up because they're not getting any feedback. They ain't getting a response back. It's like being ghosted. But yeah, in short, yeah, we just need to stop doing this, bro. It's just not helpful at all, and it also another big problem. It might like actually fully steer people away from learning something because they might think they don't have what it takes. But that's only because they're looking at a distorted view of it. I mean, especially on the internet, because the internet is very good at making distorted views and stuff. I mean, yeah, oh my days. That's why I don't consume that much social media. At least I try not to, because I mean, it can just make you. It does a good job of making distorted views, because obviously, harmful and scary, bad content normally tends to trend because of the shock factor, and higher engagement than like good content, positive stuff. So it might create a false narrative that like as in with like the area you're in is not safe, or maybe even in this case, your ability is just not good enough to be at the level that they should to be at that level, or to even get to that level at all. So some people might just quit. I mean, that's just sad, you know. I mean, even though they might genuinely enjoy the subject, I mean, if they really just think they're not good enough, I mean, obviously, at that high of a level, you're making, I mean, it's not nice to think about, but especially when you're going down the med route, or maybe just getting a PhD. I mean, you're putting, you have to put a lot of effort and dedication into this because, it's kind of really hard to turn back or turn a different direction once you go down that path. I mean, it's not impossible, but it'd definitely be difficult, and it'd definitely be it would definitely feel like a big letdown if you do as well, because of all the effort and time you've invested into it, and it might just feel like a waste. And obviously, we don't really want people doing that. But yeah, it also kills collaboration as well. I mean, if people really just think, oh, I should know this, I'm not gonna ask for help, but they just won't ask for help. They won't even ask the person next to them, or just even talk about it. I mean, that was definitely a common thing. In the chemistry classroom again, all my days, we get set some work to do. Teacher say, oh, okay, go on. Absolute silence sometimes, like no one saying anything. Or at least you can't even hear whispers either. I mean, that's how quiet it is. And it's not even because the teacher's telling us we're being loud as well. Wow. But yeah, people just might just shy away from asking for help because they just think, oh, I should get this, I should know this, because they've just been fed that distorted view again. And that's not very good because collaborating is very important, especially in the world of academia. you're going to be working with other people to try with experiments, on projects, because it's important. You will need those skills, and also, yeah, you will need to develop those skills as well. So it's important to collaborate. But like being these performative learners might just are kind of killing that aspect. That's very important. Even before you even hit the uni level, it's important to like collaborate and ask for help and talk to your peers and work together to solve problems. But yeah, okay, yeah, I understand this might not be as common as I might think. So please, 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 if you've seen this, just leave a comment and maybe we can discuss if it warrants that. But I'm actually really interested to know, so that's why I really want someone to leave a comment about it. Um, but yeah, to leave, I guess the final thing to say, if anyone's actually struggling with this, if someone actually understands what I'm talking about, I'm not the best at explaining some stuff, I'll be honest. But if anyone's struggling with this, just definitely just stop engaging with that kind of content. And don't compare your journey to success to a high level to other people's, because obviously, like in other certain countries, they make you absolutely study for hours a day, even at a very, very young age. In countries like South Korea was one. Not all schools, of course, but definitely some schools where it's just a culture to just study a lot and get academics up very high, very quickly from a young age. So they're more likely to know that kind of stuff. I mean, if you just, I mean, imagine you're just comparing your journey to someone who's undergoing that. I mean, I watched a video on it. I mean, some of these Asian countries just forcing their kids to study for hours. I mean, not even. I mean, no, it's just the fact that the kids are forced to study because they'll be left behind. Because usually they just have this one exam toward at the end that determines what you need to go to. Basically, the entire future. What uni they go to and what jobs they can get. I mean, it's really scary for them. But yeah, obviously they study that many hours, even at a very young age, that after for years and years just to prepare for that. I mean, the video I watched, they mentioned, I don't remember which country it was, but they were mentioning 2-year-olds starting to study as well to prepare for an exam. Because, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to go into any further into that because I don't remember most of it, some of it. But yeah, 2 years old studying. But yeah, obviously, maybe other people to not have been studying to that extent, but they might have just been had a head start, or I mean, I guess the sad reality, they just might be more talented. I mean, it is what it is, man. I mean, some people just have the natural ability, and other people don't. I mean, that shouldn't stop you either. If you really don't have that natural ability, that shouldn't stop you. You really just got to believe in yourself. Um, doesn't matter if you weren't handed some talent that helped you. I mean, I'll be honest, I definitely had a bit of talent. No, not even a bit. I definitely have had some talent for what I do now. But yeah, don't compare your journey to other people, especially online, because they've definitely had. Obviously, they have different circumstances that they're working under that you're not taking into account when you see them online because they're not showing it. But anyways, that was that. All right, see ya.